So, a very warm welcome to everyone, all the students, faculty members, and partners who are joining us today, and the professors, of course, who have joined us today. So, we are delighted to have you all here for the closing ceremony and the result announcement of the eSIM marathon, um, where all the participants have designed, simulated, and unlocked their VLSI skills using eSIM. In this year's edition of marathon, we had told students to design, simulate circuits using eSIM along with IHP SG13 G2 PDK. So they have put in their efforts to simulate and submit their circuits. So none of this would have been possible without the dedication of our participants, our mentors, and the reviewers who are our eSIM team itself. So today, uh, let us begin this event, and I would like to invite Professor Prabhu, who is the principal investigator of the FOSSI project. He is the professor at Department of Aerospace Engineering, IIT Bombay, to welcome you all. Over to you, sir.
Hi everyone, welcome to this event, the eSIM results announcement event. Um, you've all been participating in this event for quite a while, so none of this is new to you. But I thought I'd take a few minutes to talk to you about FOSSI and then introduce Professor Kannan as well. So FOSSI is this project which aims to help the adoption of open source software in education broadly. And one part of it is this eSIM project. And this eSIM project has actually been a brainchild of Professor Kannan. It's something that is very close to his heart, especially because he also has a background not just in chemical engineering, but also with building, designing chips, which he has some actual hands-on experience from early in his career. So he has been instrumental in keeping this aspect of our FOSSI project running, and he is the one who has initiated these marathons and hackathons. Um, so we are very lucky to have Professor Kannan continue to be associated with FOSSI. So I will request him to speak in a little while. But before I do that, I also wanted to say that FOSSI is not just eSIM. FOSSI has several other very active projects uh, touching upon various different streams of education, not just engineering education, but uh, even sciences. For example, we have projects that involve R, we have projects that involve CAD, we have projects that involve civil engineering, we have projects that involve OpenFOAM, which is a CFD package, and we have general purpose packages like Scilab and Python as well. So each of these verticals is a vertical that is under FOSSI, the bigger umbrella of FOSSI. And so, if you're interested in any of our other open source offerings, please do check out our FOSSI website, and you may find other projects as well that interest you. But having said that, the eSIM project in particular has been a very important one because, unlike many projects that are very software oriented, eSIM and our hardware team as well, we have projects that are dedicated to hardware. Because this opens up the possibility for many of us to build our own projects, uh, to build our own hardware, and actually have them fabricated. So this is an extremely important initiative, and I'm really happy that Professor Kannan is here, and he will speak some more inspiring words for all the participants, and also announce the winners of this competition. And before again I hand it over to Professor Kannan, just wanted to talk a little bit about this project, this particular event itself. So there were about 1,700 people who registered, 1,700 teams that registered initially. And then after some filtration process, I think that number came down to around 250 odd teams. And then the final round, we had about 42 submissions, out of which only 25 qualified. So this is a non-trivial amount of engagement in terms of participants. So none of this would have actually been possible without a large number of you participating and sticking with this project until the end, this event at the end. So thank you everyone for participating. Thank you to the eSIM team as well as the rest of the FOSSI team for making sure that this event succeeds. With that, I will hand it over to Professor Kannan to inspire us with his advice and his words and his experience, and also announce the winners.
Thank you, Professor Prabhu. Before I get started, I would like Sumanto to explain in what way this marathon is different from the previous ones. This is the third or fourth in the series. What is new here? So if yeah, Vinita.
So we do have that section, but we thought we'll announce the result first and
No,
then.
we should first go through
Okay,
what is special about this, right?
okay, fine.
Every time we do something better
Different. Yeah.
because it
Yes,
turns out that I'm going to be in Tennessee for University of Tennessee, Knoxville, that area for 4 months, and there is somebody who's trying to promote eSIM, and they said, give me all the information, so on and so forth. And I was going through it in the morning, and it looked very nice that we have made progress. So, Sumanto, briefly you can tell, and then you can, in your turn comes, you can probably explain in a little more detail.
Yeah, I'll
Go ahead.
just introduce Sumanto. Sumanto is our team lead for eSIM. He has done MTech from IIT Bombay itself, and he's mentoring many interns. He has taken webinars for eSIM Marathon also. So he has taken lots of effort to make eSIM at what level it is right now. So great efforts from Sumanto. And over to you, Sumanto. You can explain whatever Professor
So, in that
Kannan.
case, I will add some more words about Sumanto.
Yes.
Sumanto, I think he was an intern with the FOSSI team, and then he joined as a full-time employee, and then he decided to pursue MTech. He cleared GATE, and he did that. And his DP has Swami Vivekananda. Okay, so he's a positive thinking person. We are very happy to have Sumanto. Sumanto, please go ahead.
Hello, all the participants, and thank you, Kanan sir and Vinita ma'am, for the warm introduction. And yeah, so this marathon was different from previous year's marathon from various ways. So earlier, the three marathons which we had run was mostly using eSIM or only or using the Sky 130 PDK, which was basically sponsored by Google. But in this marathon, we used a different PDK called as IHP, and this IHP PDK is a part of is from the IHP Fab Germany, and it's 130 nanometer by CMOS open source PDK. And yeah, so one can get so if you have the designs, you can go for the so preload simulation has already been done in eSIM as a part of this marathon. And after in the next steps, we are also trying to find out the fundings and all with other things. So one can go for the fabrication. And yeah, so we are already in touch with a lot of people from IHP, and this IHP, as you have seen the presentations by Mr. Vladek, Dr. Vladek Grevinsky. So he's associated with ISP and many other organizations. So unfortunately, he couldn't come today. He's traveling somewhere. So he's helping us to get the chips fabricated. So the winners of this marathon may get the chips fabricated finally. And yeah, so we are trying to make this process seamless, such that the new people who are just in college days, you're in first year, second year, third year, fourth year, can get a chip fabricated in their bachelor's degree. And Yeah, and as if so as shown by so this ISP PDK is also is supported by open lane, and it has the complete flow from RTL to GDH2. So yeah, so we can get the layout and then send it for the tape out as the next step. This map. So
Okay.
yeah, this is what I wanted to add.
Thanks, Muthu. I think what we should also do is to send a proposal to Mighty saying that we want money for tape-out.
Mhm.
In
Right.
fact, we know who those people are. In fact, Sumanta knows who those people are. And Professor Prabhu can send a proposal. Sumanta should write a proposal saying that this has been done and we should write it in a very attractive way and write to Mighty saying that it will all go to the, you know, the tape out. I don't know whether the tape out can happen in the Chandigarh facility. Is it possible there? Or it has to go only to Germany?
It is possible to have it in the Chandigarh facility, but we have opted for the ISP BDK. If we convert it, then it's possible.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
we should write a proposal to Mighty and they will certainly look at it. We will not be asking for too much money and
Mhm.
it is for a specific task. And Mighty become a part of it and that will be a fantastic thing going forward. Okay. I would strongly suggest that. Okay.
Mhm.
So now I can say a few words and then announce the results. Professor Prabhu mentioned that that I have been part of this from the beginning. We started in 2011 or 12 timeframe. It turns out these FOSSI is funded by the National Mission on Education through ICT, and the mission document says that one of the objectives of the mission, that is NME ICT, is um, to get software like MATLAB they have mentioned. And what is other? Is it ORCAD? In fact, they have mentioned it as a line item to change to substitute commercial software like ORCAD. This is what they have mentioned it. We were all, the followers, implementers of Mr. N.K. Sinha's great vision of this, how to roll it out, how to implement it. So we were all trying to see how to get this ORCAD alternative. Uh, we came across one. There was one electrical engineering student in he's doing PhD. I forget his name now. He was the first one who integrated NG Spice with KiCad. Okay, I think he's one of the authors of the OSCAD book, first OSCAD book. So basically, the net list, you have the net list of uh, NG Spice, you have the net list of KiCad. In fact, you would use KiCad to create the schematic, it will create the net list. Then you would want to give it to NG Spice. NG Spice should do the simulation. Only thing missing in a schematic is the source term. You don't need a source term, you will only give a terminal, right, in a schematic. So the moment you say that here is the source, that is the only thing one had to attach. Only that information was added, then that netlist became suitable for NG Spice simulation. Okay. Yeah, Professor Prabhu mentioned I do have a master's degree in electrical engineering from Rice University. In fact, I had chosen computer hardware as minor. Major was control. Um, the reason is I didn't choose computer science because I was more fascinated by the hardware. I was fascinated by two devices talking to each other and so on and so forth. So computer science means I would have written would have taken a course in operating systems, compiler design, and so on, which I was not interested in. I was mostly into, so I had courses in digital logic design, digital system design, VLSI design. In fact, we even produced a programmable sweep frequency generator. We designed it. Um, in fact, I implemented it using PLA, programmable logical array. We sent it to the foundry. We got it. That was the first time ever in Rice University somebody sent the design to a foundry, got the chip back. By the way, it was in '85 when most of you were not born, and so that was a first step, baby step. Okay, and it was a thrilling experience to get the chip back. So I strongly support the tape out, that you should get it, you should test it, and so on and so forth. And so the moment that was done, then we said, here is OSCAD, open source CAD. Okay, within 1 year we had formed it, but who makes ORCAD? Which company? They came knocking on our doors, saying that OSCAD sounds like ORCAD.
Cadence, I think.
Cadence said that, and of course, our logo was something unique. I had proposed that it be a transistor. So the logo was there. We didn't go for any designer, for example, unlike the spoken tutorial project where we um, we um, hired a professional designer to design the spoken tutorial logo. For here, eSim, I said it should be a transistor. So it was chosen. Logo was already fixed. Called it OSCAD, but Cadence came and told us it sounds like ORCAD. Please change it. Our team members were really unhappy. He said, we worked so hard to come up with a name. What do you mean by changing just because they are unhappy about it? Okay? I talked to some people, and my senior colleague, Professor Fatak, said, don't fight with them. Then I also thought, if Cadence is getting worried because of some small work that we had done in 1 year, right? Cadence had been in business for many, many years by the time, right? Then we must be doing something right. We are possibly on the right track. So that's how this journey started. We had, I think the first person is Yogesh, if I'm not mistaken, who made this together. I may be wrong. And then we had people like Rocky and so on who worked on it. Quite a few people worked on it. And then um, who are your, we had Rahul Patnikar worked on it. Who's this other person who was your co-author of the paper, Sumanto?
Saurabh Bansode?
Saurav Bansode. He did a lot of good work. So we had quite a few people. Sorry, I might be forgetting some names, but and of course we had interns and fellows from across the country and also from Myanmar. We have been getting really good interns from Myanmar who have been coming and contributing, doing fantastic work. So, and of course, now we have a leader in Sumanto who leads all these people to something fantastic. And in fact, I was telling you about going to University of Tennessee, Knoxville, going to talk about it. And that person saw the capabilities, my contact person there. He saw the capabilities and said, this is fantastic. We are interested in this. We are interested in tape out. We are interested in, open source PDK. We are all interested in that. Many, many people will be interested in what we are doing. And also, I remember giving a talk in Father Agnell several years ago. And Sumanta, you studied in Father Agnell?
Yeah,
Uh,
when you
yeah,
went to Vashi, I guess.
I went to Vashi. And I remember when I made a presentation, they said, yeah, all this is good, but we want mixed signal simulation. Mixed signal simulation. And it is interesting that as a graduate of Father Agnell system has actually done that. Sumanta has done that, implemented it. It's a fantastic, and I'm really happy There were times when I thought that this project is going to die because of various things. But it was almost like some unknown force is guiding us. From the time Mr. Sinha thought about replacing ORCAD to the time we have now. We must go for tape out. We must get the money, and nothing else will give the satisfaction that you get the chip. You designed it, you got the chip, you go around talking about it, and that will be a fantastic thing, and we must make it happen. Okay. So I want to congratulate all the people who worked on it. Maybe the numbers are small, started with 1,700 teams, so on and so forth. It's not an easy thing, but on the other hand, it's a even if people didn't make it to the end, whoever worked on it would have got an idea what this is about, and that is extremely important for our India semiconductor mission, right? That we have to train a large number of people, and it is going to be a source of employment. In fact, somebody was telling that India imported lot more hardware than petroleum products in terms of foreign exchange outgo. We import lot more. Okay, at least 1 year it happened when maybe petroleum prices crashed. But even now, I would think that probably they have the same order of magnitude, right? So it's a very very important area. Unlike petroleum, which if you don't have it, you have to you have to import it. Of course, you can look at alternate energy sources. That's okay, but you have to import it. But here we can produce. We can produce VLSI just like in the um, in the defense area. Now we are exporting, right? Which is a fantastic thing. Similarly, this area has immense scope. We always had large number of designers, large number of design companies, which means that all the students who worked on it will get grabbed by one company or the other, right? And of course, I would always urge you to consider eSIM, FOSSI as a place, just like Sumanto has done. It's a fantastic project. It's a fantastic opportunity for all the people who are contributing. Consider becoming an intern, consider becoming a full time employee, and you will do wonders. And the goal is always to put together a complete open source tool chain from starting to end, complete open source tool chain that we can say somebody who's knowledgeable can produce it. And then, of course, it will give a lot of opportunities for a lot of IT people um, conceiving this design, the flow, putting it together, things like that. So that's all. I think I'll stop here. Um, Now let me go here. So congratulations to the winners. And so we have classified them as outstanding, excellent, very good, and good. By the way, for it is something that we have been categorizing under this broad heading for many years. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, very first one, 2022 or 23, also has the same classification. In fact, I wrote a LinkedIn article also on that. Yeah, I remember it because I was going through it only this morning for discussions with. Anyway, that University of Tennessee thing. So we have three people. One is Rajiv Gandhi University of Knowledge Technologies, NUSWID. Then we have NXP Semiconductors. That's a company. Very happy to have industry participant as well. We have NIT Kurukshetra. So Bodu Ajay, a low power dynamic bit width adaptive multiply accumulate unit for tiny ML accelerators using eSim. We have the repo here. I will not click that. Then Ajay Naik has produced design and analysis of a Gilbert cell mixer. Then Vipul Sharma of NIT Kurukshetra has got single stage common source code LNA design at 1.5 gigahertz. So I want to congratulate the outstanding contributors. Um, so maybe after all the results are announced, maybe Sumanto can explain what is the difference between the different things, right? So, is that okay? So Vinita, do you want me to do anything else?
Yeah, sir, you can just click on excellent. Don't call out the names. We can just
Okay,
display the names right now.
okay. Excellent.
These are the excellent winners.
Here are the excellent winners. There are totally 15. And interestingly, almost every one of them is from a different institution, which is very
Yes.
interesting. Okay. And then let's go to very good. So first it was 3, now it is 15. And then 4 for very good. And then 3 in very good category. It's actually very nice. It's almost like a, I would say, Gaussian curve. So should I stop sharing now?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing. Congratulations to all the winners.
Yeah.
And thank you, Professor Kannan, for making this announcement.
And I also want to point out, even for people who didn't win, it doesn't matter. Because I'll just give an example. When we went for the Akash project, there was somebody who won the contract, obviously. There were other people who made bids, they never made it. But they kept on, they were in the business, they kept on telling, shortlisted for Akash. Shortlisted for Akash, and they made so much money, I can tell you. Yeah. So, just the name association. I'm sure that all the participants would have learned so much, even those who didn't make it. Obviously, the people who won have done tremendous thing. Don't worry about whether you got good or outstanding, doesn't matter. You're all there. Just a little bit more, you'll go to the next level. So, with that, with these words, I would want to congratulate all of you, and then may the force be with you. Over to you.
Firstly, thank you, Professor Kannan, for your motivating speak. It's always delightful to hear you, and it's always a learning to, we get new ideas whenever you give a talk, and it's really motivating. I'm sure the participants are also motivated after listening to you, so thank you so much. So Sumanto is here to explain the review criterias and the judging criterias and how we have categorized these. But before going ahead, I see our partner uh, from IEEE. We have Mr. Alok Kumar Das. He is the founder and CEO of a lab, founder CEO of Lab and Lecture Semiconductor at IEEE Council on Electronic Designs Automation. He is a partner of eSim Marathon. So I welcome Mr. Alok Das. He's also the chair of IEEE Council of Electronic Design Automation, Bangalore. He's the senior person at IEEE. Sir, we welcome you in this event. Please, we would like to hear a few words from you.
Thank you. Thanks for warm welcome, Professor Kannan sir, and all the team behind eSIM. It's a big achievement, and thanks to Sumanto and for his leadership and how he has handled all the competition from the beginning. It's a commendable job. So I met him in LinkedIn actually, and we exchanged few email. And after that, I saw an post in LinkedIn that he attended something in IIT Kanpur. And at that time, I was the chair of SIDA. SIDA is the Council on Electronic Design Automation. There's a IEEE council, and I'm from Bangalore. I stay in Bangalore. So that is the same charter we have, electronic design automation, the software that is needed for hardware design, electronic design. So I got interested, and I asked him, like, why you are not including us. And seda chapter is only in Bangalore. There is no other chapter of seda in India. So I'm very enthusiastic, and my experience is on EDA tool development, and still now I develop and contribute to open source actively, and I give it back. So I asked him, why not including us. So then he immediately grabbed that offer, and we could collaborate with each other. That's a great thing, and I have a desire in future, where if we can make a conference on CAD only. So it could be a very small conference, like it happens in US. All the conferences are smaller there. Generally, in India, it becomes bigger. But I am interested to have a small community which will develop or work on only CAD algorithms, not even design. So that's how we can create the culture of developing the software tools for EDA and contributing back to the community. Like, can anybody, if there is a problem in ngSpice simulator or the GUI, can anybody just quickly fix it or add some features and quickly give it back to the repository. So I have that desire in mind, and also want to have a conference, maybe between IIT Bombay, IIT Kanpur, and IEEE Bangalore, SIDA. And if anybody works on CAD algorithm, that is my wish list. Thank you once again. Thank you to all of the team from IIT Bombay. It's a great pleasure to be associated with you all. Thank you.
Vinita, if I can add, I can come here. So I want to thank you, Mr. Das, for participating. It's a pleasure because the FOSSE's FOSSE always tries to identify people with similar attitude and interest and ideals, so that we work as a team. And unfortunately, we are not very good in publicizing our work. We are all a government project. Okay, we are not do the work, but we don't necessarily publicize. Not because it is not intentional. It's just that we are not good in that. Okay, we always wanted experts to come on board, and in fact, eSIM is at a point that it can become a starting point for something really good. We should get experts not only from India but all over the world, join hands and take this platform to greater heights. And as I mentioned earlier, complete tool chain in open source. And we have people like Vladek who's interested from different parts of the world. I think we should all join hands and do that. And really happy once again. It's Providence uh, that put that made you see what Sumanto posted. Okay, if it didn't happen, then we will still be doing it amongst ourselves. Okay. By the way, I did give a talk in IEEE Bangalore. They asked me to give a talk. I gave a talk on this eSIM. It was during the COVID time, and probably you missed it at that time. So we are
Yes.
very happy that you have come forward, and in fact, we would want to take the experts along, and really, it is it should belong to the community. We'll be more than happy to do that. Whatever is required for that to happen, we'll be happy to do. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your motivating words. And it's really a great idea to join hands and conduct a small conference and give something back to the community. That's how FOSSI works. And really thank for your time, and thank you for guiding and joining us. We look forward we can have some meetings for planning this conference. Further, we can involve other peoples also, people who are involved in eSIM, like Pladek is there. Then we can join hands and we can plan something good from this. So thank you so much for addressing this. So yeah, Sumanto, over to you. You can explain how we have reviewed and we have categorized the people. Okay. After that, we would want to hear something from the participants, your experience after Sumanto finishes. Okay. Sumanto, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Vinita ma'am. So first of all, congratulations to all the participants under the outstanding, excellent, and very good and good categories. So category doesn't matter much. And yeah, so in the previous marathons as well, we had different categories, but eventually the people who were motivated and who were consistent under the good categories also did good. While so it doesn't matter in the long run. So I would suggest everyone to work on the next steps, maybe for the tape out and yeah, so tape out and other things. So based on the judging criteria, so basically we judge the circuits and the file submitted based on the correctness and how organized way you and the files were submitted. That was one of them. Then the documentation. So we asked you to submit the report, a one-page report, final report, and the GitHub documentation. So we looked into those things, and after that, one of the important judging criteria was whether you are using eSIM or some other tool. So many people had submitted files from some other tools, and so those were rejected from our list. And so eSIM was one of the important things. Only eSIM using eSIM was compulsory for this marathon. And yeah, so IHP PDK, Open PDK was one of the additional points. So those who have the people in the outstanding and excellent categories, many of them have used IHP Open PDK. So accordingly, we have given marks to different people, and based on this, the following things, different the documentation and the file submitted and where you have submitted the files. Whether all the netlist files are there, output logs are present, and the schematics are present, and and the simulation output and the final report, and whether you have used ISP PDK or not. And based on all these criteria, we have judged you all, and yeah, so as an example, the outstanding criteria. So we for example we have judged out of 50. Based on this, we gave marks, and those who got above 40 were marked as outstanding, and those who got more than 30 marks, then they were listed as excellent, and those who got around 20, more than 20, they were around very good, and rest of them were under the good categories, those who have made successful submissions. And yeah, so our team did complete fairness and were very carefully judged all the circuits, and we appreciate all the participants for maintaining your quality and effort in throughout this marathon, your motivation and your queries, doubts. So please keep this motivation up throughout your lifetime, and please be curious as usual, and please keep asking doubts. And wish you all a very good luck in the future steps. Please be in touch with us as we try to take your circuits to the tape out level. And I would ask my other team members, Varat, Shantipriya, and Aditya, to speak a few words, maybe. Shantipriya.
I'm really congratulating to the students who participated in this marathon. It's actually not a simple task. Really, they done very well, and I'm appreciating everyone.
And Aditya. So yeah, so for example, so I would like to add on for Aditya that he is working hard to have the full-fledged, the installation process and all. Many people were facing issues, but for the next marathon, we may be planning in some time. So we will have the complete flow ready. So Aditya is working very hard for that. So I would ask Aditya to add something.
Hello, good evening, all. Thank you so much, Samantha sir. Yes, we would like the marathon experience to be better for the participants so that they can have more time to design the circuits and be creative with the circuits. But for the current marathon, congratulations to all the participants for all the hard work they poured into the circuits and the documentation as well. And as always say, hopefully you all made a lot of mistakes and you learned from them, which was the core crux of the hackathon. So, congratulations, everyone, and see you all soon. Thank you.
Yeah, so all this is only possible with the efforts put in by all the participants, irrespective of you have been winners or you are in whatever categories, or if you're not a winner, you have learned something from this. So that's more important. So I would actually like to interact with the participants. I would like to hear what is your experience, and I would want to hear some few words from the participants now. So it's over to you, the participants. You can unmute yourself and talk to us. This is the best thing we like. Yeah, please, Vipul, go ahead.
Yeah, hello. Hi, Fossey team. First of all, thank you for organizing this wonderful marathon event. So I am happy to see my design in the outstanding category here, the LNA design. And I think I have worked in industry for many tools on commercial tools, and I can say like open source tool is kind of revolutionizing the IC design. And I'm very happy to see like a very high-end RF PDK like IHP is getting integrated into eSIM. I see a lot of potential for this. If this integration is done fully, like all the schematic design and our RF analysis are introduced, layout, if NetGen, Magic, all those can be integrated, I think it will be a wonderful thing, not only for our country, but it could be a very good gift which India can provide to the world. So I see a lot of potential in eSIM. And I will be happy if I can contribute in some way with Fossey team to make it mature. Uh, and again, once again, thank you very much. And I hope all the best for you to continue such events in future also.
Yeah, thank you, Vipul. It was a wonderful. We would like to have you as one of our partners.
Sure, sure. Please let me know if and in any way I can help you, be of help to you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Vipul, for your wonderful words, and we'll look forward to have meetings with you and take your help for development of eSIM. So, yeah, I would now want Miss Payal Mukherjee, to say a vote of thanks and formally conclude this event. So, Payal, over to you.
Yes, thanks a lot, Vinita. It's an opportunity for me to give the vote of thanks. So, on behalf of the FOSSI team of IIT Bombay, I express my sincere thanks to the Ministry of Education, Government of India, and IIT Bombay for providing us with the resources to conduct this marathon. Thanks to NME ICT and the principal investigator of FOSSI project, Professor Prabhu Ramachandran, we thank Professor Kanan Moudgalya for his guidance. Our special thanks to the partners IHP, IEEE CEDA, IEEE CAS, IIT Bombay, Spoken Tutorial EduPyramid Sign, IIT Bombay, and a heartfelt thanks to all the speakers, the participants, and the organizers, especially the eSIM team members, Sumanto, Varad, Shantipriya, and Aditya, who made this journey impactful and memorable. Thanks to the studio team of FOSSI for their support. And with that, we officially conclude the eSIM Marathon 2025 closing ceremony.
Thank you, Payal.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all.
Yes,
Thank you,
congratulations to
everyone,
all.
for
And
joining.
we look forward to stay connected. Okay.
So we are just an email away. Any ideas that comes to your mind, just let us know. Stay connected and partner with us.
Okay, bye everyone.